Now let's proceed further. Let's check the shape of data frame. So here we have df.shape. I'll just run the cell. So here I can see that we have 13,320 rows and 9 columns. So here we have in total of 13,320 data points. So in this project, after checking importing libraries and reading the data, so we are going to work on exploratory data analysis, feature engineering, data visualization, and then one-hot encoding, train test split, model building and concatenating data frames, and model testing, and finally we have conclusion. Let's close this, and yeah, now let's proceed with exploratory data analysis. Let's check the names of all the columns. So these are the names of our columns. Okay, now let's check more info. Let's check data types for all column names. So here we can say that area type is object, availability object, and all these are object type, and bath, balcony and price are float. So object is string, and here these are float. So we have few objects which is strings and few floats. So here it's taking 936 KB of storage space. Let's check more details about this data frame. So we will run this cell, which is df.describe. So here we can see that for this float type columns, because it will not show mean and average for strings, it will show only for float or integer type columns. So in bathrooms we have 2.6 as mean, and minimum is 1 bathroom in one house, and maximum are 40 bathrooms, and the standard is 1.3. So we have data for total 13,247 data points. So for balcony we have a data for 12,711 data points, and price we have price for 13,320 data points. So here we have total number of data points as 13,320. So we have price for all the data points, but we don't have information about bathrooms and balcony for all the data points. So 75 percentile comes under 3 bathrooms, and we have 2 balconies, and the average price price for 75% of houses is nearly about 1,20,000. So prices for 75% of the houses is nearly 120 lakhs. Now let's check whether we have any null values or not. We'll proceed further. So yeah, so here we can see that for a few places it's true. Yeah, we have so many null values. Now let's check how many null values we have in each column. So in size we have 16 null values, in location we have only 1 null value, and in society we have 5,500 null values, and in balcony we have 600 null values, in bathroom we have 73 null values. So most of the null values are in society. So many people will have houses in independent locations which are not associated with any society. So that was the reason so many people have not filled their society details. Now let's perform group by operation on area type. So here we have total 2,418 area types of built-up area, and we have 87 as carpet area, and we have 2,025 as plot area, and 8,790 as super built-up area, which is the majority of area types. Now let's check the dataset details again. So I'll write df.info. So here area type is string, availability is string, location, size, society, and total square feet is also in string format. So we need to change this. So here we can remove columns which are not so important. Here area type is not so important and the society is not that important. So we will check the head. So area type is so these are not very important to us to predict the price, and the society is not also very important, and the availability is also not much important because the price will be same if it's available tomorrow or after 10 days. So let's remove a few not so important cells. So we are removing area type, society, balcony and availability. Let's run the cell. Now let's check the shape of our data set again. Now we have 13,320 rows and 5 columns. Now let's also drop NA values. Let's check some of null values. So we can see that we don't have any null value now. Let's check the shape again. So now we have 13,246 rows and 5 columns. So here we had 13,320 rows, but after removing null values, now we have 13,246 rows.